Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox, and I'd like to welcome you to the Daily Compliance News. The Daily Compliance News is an offering of the Compliance Podcast Network. November 12, 2018. Our first story is a cautious tale where Shell CEO Ben Van Beurden warns tech companies about eroding trust by having too much hubris. I find it really interesting that energy companies would recognize that they had that flaw in their character and tell tech companies to take a step back. Next, the bad news continues for Goldman Sachs. First is the report that the company's CEO, Lloyd Blankenfield, actually met with the Prime Minister of Malaysia and J. Lo, the indicted criminal mastermind behind the theft of the 1MDB money. This is certainly not good when your company president meets with the bad guys and claiming that you don't know anything about him. Second of all, we had a release of a transcript from Tim Leissner's guilty plea hearing where he said he conspired with other employees and agents of Goldman Sachs, very much in line of the culture of Goldman to conceal facts from the compliance function. Next, Tesla has a new chairman, Robin Denholm, who is a financial operative who had previously been on the board of Tesla. She's an Australian-born accountant, and she has taken over the chairmanship of the car maker. She is someone who has a proven track record in not only high-profile industries, but also dealing with high-ego individuals, and that certainly describes Elon Musk at Tesla. This is a part of the SEC settlement with Tesla and Musk, and it will be interesting to see if she can keep Mr. Musk under control, at least his Twitter account. And finally, we have a story about the ongoing NCAA trial and the fallout from the corruption investigation could linger for a while. First, of course, the guilty plea, but now the NCAA has been unleashed to investigate this matter. They apparently were not doing so during the pendency of this federal trial, but the government has released the NCAA to do something. This is clearly a black eye on the NCAA. The information that came out in the first series of 3 trials about Kansas coach Bill Self certainly did not look good. With the convictions of the middlemen and the denial of eligibility to the players, it would seem that only in fairness alone that the coaches who were involved and were part of this scheme would pay some sanctions going forward. It's difficult to see that the NCAA would ever do anything, but perhaps public pressure will cause them to change their stand going forward. Finally, please thank a veteran today as we are celebrating Veterans Day today. Thank you. This is Tom Fox. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Daily Compliance News. And I hope you will check back every day as I go through some of the top stories. Once again, if this is a series that you enjoy or like or you find useful, I hope you will let me know as I consider whether I will move this forward into 2019. Please give me an email at tfox@tfoxlaw.com, or you can leave a comment on any of the sites where I list this podcast. Thanks again, and I hope you'll join me tomorrow for the Daily Compliance News.